Growing up, I knew that there was a difference between men and women when it came to shopping. Have you ever noticed this difference? What is the difference between men and women typically?
Women love to shop, men hate to shop.
Exactly. I, as you can obviously see, am a man. So that means when I go into a store, I go in there with a purpose. I know exactly what I want, and I go to get it. And if I don't, there's usually one place you can find me, back in the electronics department, which means video games, the DVD players, the stereos, that kind of stuff. I love it. But even that, I don't stand around for very long browsing. I play video games, and I love it. But I'll walk by, browse, okay, there's that game, oh, that's one issue, oh, they got that stuff in, whatever, and I'm out. My wife, on the other hand, she likes to browse. And going shopping with her, I have to have patience, because I'm like, I don't want to put on the clothes, I don't want, whatever, okay. So there's these differences between men and women when it comes to shopping. We usually like to go to Walmart. Walmart's a great place to go when you want to get something, because they have everything there virtually except for walls. I've never understood that. And so we go around there walking, but still, I don't like going there for very long. We like to go to Costco. Costco is a great place to walk around, as Ryan said. They've got the samples, which pretty much the only reason I like to go there is to get a meal. But again, my wife likes to have to go up and down the aisle, see what they've got, and I'm like, okay, I'm done already. So I learned for myself that if I want to go shopping, I gotta go where I know they have what I want and I can get it. And the place I like to go is Newegg. I love Newegg. Newegg is such an awesome place. This will only work if you want to get electronics. But they also have home theater systems, any kind of cameras, stuff for your phones that you want. It's not just computer stuff. They have anything to do with electronics. And because I don't like to spend my time even in the electronics store, I can go there and I know I'm going to spend a lot more time because they've got the reviews. I can find out what it is I want by separating it into the reviews of, who's got the best sells on this product. It's a great place. Not only that, but you can hear what other people say. The one problem I don't like when I go to Walmart or Costco or any of those places is you ask them, okay, what is it about this electronics? This TV, what's the rating on it? How much is it? How fast is the computer? I don't know.
I don't know anything.
You're like, okay, I've gone to Walmart and I've had to tell people what stuff's going on. Okay, so I really don't like going to a store where I know more about the product than the people that are working there. If I want to find out from somebody else, I'll go to Newegg because I can look at the reviews and I can see, okay, well, this person liked it, this person didn't, why didn't they? They have the pros and the cons. I can get a better informed decision off of other people than I can from these people that work at the stores that don't really know what they're doing. My favorite store for electronics is Newegg. And I think you guys ought to check it out. Go Newegg!
All right. How many places are we going to have to talk about? How many people are going to talk about online today? This is fabulous. All right. How'd you like his introduction? What?
That's online.
That may be a point, TJ, that you may want to reference for yourself, that your audience did not know it was online. Some of your audience did not know it was online.
If you guy in a Newegg shirt, you might be a geek.
That's pretty funny. Wow. Did his introduction draw you in?
Yes.
Okay. Did you feel like you related to his content?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. What did you like?
He was relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
He had it well planned out.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have the pauses and the things that even I struggle with.
Okay.
Good gestures.
Good expression. Mm-hmm.
Ended with an action.
Ended with an action. Check it out. Okay. That's good. All right.
The pitch of his voice heard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. What have you done to take it to another place?
talked about something I wanted.
Okay. Okay.
What do you mean by that?
You know what?
I mean, something you personally want, or?
Because you don't care about electronics.
Yeah, electronics show up at my house. My dad buys them, and he buys new ones, and I get hand-me-downs, and there's great.
Dude, can I be adopted? Okay. All right.
One thing that I couldn't really understand with you, even with last speech about it, I can hear the word Newegg.
Pronunciation. Okay.
What did he say? I don't know, New Age or something.
Yeah, that's where you get crystals and stuff.
How did you feel that the dramatic curve of the talk went? Did he take you on that dramatic journey to a crisis and a resolution?
Much better than the rest of us.
He started at the crisis, the difference between man and woman, and then just kind of went where he liked to shop. His solution for his side of it.
Because he punched it with, obviously you can see how it makes.
Right. Right.
So he drew you in, but then the content alienated half his audience.
Yes.
Not alienated, but you didn't relate to. The women are like, so I like it. I like to browse and hang out and stuff. What is it? Go ahead.
Ashley, he was talking about, it's like, he was constantly missing Ashley. She's like, yeah, so.
But all the Ashleys are sitting here going, I like to browse. Why would I go to Newegg? I like to take my time. What was this is what jumped out to me out of this. What was the most dramatic, at least to me, so you may have a different thing, but this is just what jumped out to me. What's the most dramatic statement that he said out of the whole thing? The statement that said, there's a story behind there, and I wonder what it is.
Well, he's like, I hate going to places where I know more about the product than the salespeople. He's like, when I have to tell them about it, that was like.
And I did that at Walmart once. Yeah. That would have been my talk. I would have taken, because that would have been a dramatic moment. You could have built that whole thing out, and you could, and everybody can relate to that. Everybody's been at any store, whether it's clothing store or whatever, and had somebody who was an idiot salesperson. And what TJ fell into the trap of is you look at the forest and you forget the one tree. And I got to talk about the reviews. I need to talk about the differences in men and women. I need to talk about this. When the one point, he could have made his one point by simply going, I hate it when you go to a store and you know more. Or, even better, so my wife and I are shopping. And we have very different approaches to shopping. But I'm looking at electronics because we've got our tax money and I really wanted to buy a blank, TV, whatever. And I've done my research because we don't get a lot of money. And if I'm going to buy it, it's going to be right. And so I'm not sure about these two brands, and the models don't line up with what I looked at, but I know the specifications that I want, and you can draw this all drama out. And so I find the salesperson, and they're all cocky, they act like they know everything, and I ask them, what's the contrast ratio? Now, most of you probably don't have a clue what contrast ratio is, but it's so important to a theater geek, because it's how vibrant the picture is going to be. Okay? And they went, well, I think it's like 8-4. And that's ridiculous, because contrast ratios start on TVs at 1,000 to 1. So the fact that they just said 8-4 is ridiculous, right? Now you've pulled them into this story, and they go, and that's why I cannot stand having people do this. And I found every time I go to Newegg, I get the information I need because there's people who have used the product that have then written their reviews. Their reviews outshine Amazon's, they outshine Tiger Direct's, they outshine everybody else's. I found theirs to be the most reliable. You've got that storyline, that crisis, everybody's with you because everybody's met the idiot. And by making one point, you made your whole talk more powerful. Guys, just going to make a quick note for the guys working on boot camp. Those chapters that you're looking at as inspiration are chock full of stuff. Don't try to cover all the trees, all the forest, hit one tree. Right. One tree makes for a much stronger talk. Now, we've seen a variety. We've seen stuff that had multiple points. Rob did a great job with multiple points. We've had online ones with multiple points. But in this talk, that PowerPoint that you just kind of went, I want to know that story. That story's going to be good, was that one statement. And I went, oh, TJ, tell me the story, man. Tell me the story. Because stories are more powerful than anything else. Good talk, great presentation, relaxed. Don't try to cover the whole thing. Take that tree. Good stuff. Sorry, it was good. And I was like, oh, I want to know that one. I can mock with you. Brian, you're up.